But anyway, we are honored to have the Minister of Shipping with us, and please join us to give us your address. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling a little bit guilty. I've just messed up your session, but hopefully you can continue afterwards. My next engagement is with Her Royal Highness, so I'm not allowed to be late, otherwise I'll be fired. So forgive me if I put my job before your panel session, but I am absolutely delighted that you're here for London International Shipping Week. I'm also incredibly excited about the topics that you've chosen to discuss today: financing, technology, environment, which are all cornerstones of the UK government's 2050 strategy, our Maritime 2050 strategy. So I look forward to reading the notes from my team after your day concludes to see what you have come up with, any new ideas. So Maritime 2050, the government launched Maritime 2050 in January this year. It represents an ambitious vision of how industry and government can work in partnership to make UK maritime sector bigger and better. So that's in 30 years' time. We're hoping that we'll continue to be the world leaders in maritime. I'm proud to say that Maritime 2050 was only the beginning of our ambition for the future of the sector. In the short term since it was published, we have already produced some route maps on trade, technology, and the environment. And just yesterday, we launched our people route map. I know that you've touched today on the importance of decarbonising the maritime sector, and I'm determined that the UK must be a leader in the transition to zero emissions. In June, the UK made a legally binding commitment to reduce carbon emissions to net zero to 2050. It really is a huge step forward, making the UK the first developed economy in the world to make such a pledge. And in July, just a few months ago, we published the Clean Maritime Plan, the UK's blueprint for clean growth and zero emissions in the maritime sector. In that plan, we outlined the important role green finance will play in helping us to achieve our ambitions. Green finance will allow us to harness the delivery capacity of the market economy, mobilising the enormous resources of our capital markets by aligning private sector financial flows with clean, environmentally sustainable and resilient growth, and by maximising our strength in maritime professional services. The UK has the opportunity to build on its position as a world-leading financial centre to become a global hub for the provision in green finance, insurance and legal services for the clean maritime sector. I believe that you also talked today about the evolution of bank finance and how new entrants are changing the investment landscape. Just yesterday, I had the pleasure of welcoming a report that looks at the UK's competitiveness across the maritime professional business services sector. The findings of the report make clear that the UK remains the global leader in this field. Our law, insurance and shipbroking sectors are the best in the world, but we cannot be complacent about our position. The report reveals that our closest international competitors are hot on our heels, and with 20,000 delegates at London International Shipping Week, they're probably in this room taking note right now. So we need to build on our strengths and make sure we capitalise on the opportunities in front of us, including areas such as clean shipping and new technology. Our partnership with the maritime professional business services sector is stronger than ever. We must continue to develop this so that tomorrow's opportunities become today's rewards. I'd like to finish by reflecting on the importance of these events, by bringing people together from across the sector to discuss the pressing issues of the day, to ensure that we are prepared to take on the challenges facing the sector in the future, but fundamentally to take on the opportunities as well. I really want to welcome you to London International Shipping Week. I really hope that this week exceeds your expectations. And I'm so sorry that my visit to you is fleeting today, but there are hundreds of events, and I'll be at most of them over the next few days. So if you catch me in the margins of receptions, please get hold of me, and I hope to talk to you again in the future. I hope you all have a very successful week. Thank you.